the fuck is up, my britches? What the fuck? Why did I have a little delay there? What the fuck is up, my britches? If you are new here, hello, my name is Brittany. I know a lot of you might not remember me, but I'm sure a lot of you figured there's a Sephora sale coming up, so you know that Britt Clark will make her YouTube return, because that is just how it fucking rolls every single time. So for today's video, I'm going to share with you my top products. These are my top makeup products that make me say holy shit, okay? Because let's be honest, I could be here for probably 10 years giving you all of my Sephora recommendations, because there's a lot. But the ones that I'm going to feature today, there's still a lot, but these are the makeup products that I just feel, one, are pretty exclusive to Sephora. They rarely go on sale. And also, you're going to notice I shop very strategically for the sale. If it's available at other retailers that have a better point system, that's where I'm going to get it. So I shop, like I said, very strategically, and I will encourage you guys to do the same. I might be a little rusty, but guys, what else is new? All aboard the Hot Mess Express, because that's just how it rolls. Do we look okay? Do we sound okay? My camera was all jammed up. It's a thing. So, yeah, if I lose lashes throughout this video, I'm trying some new, like, self-adhesive lashes. Not sponsored. Also, this video is not sponsored either. Wish it was, but it's not. And, yeah, I think that's all the disclaimers that I need to go through. If you guys missed the details on the Sephora sale, let me pull those up for you right here. So we are able to shop, well, what the fuck? We are able to start shopping technically tomorrow now, because it's now the 9th. So for Rouge members, you could shop the 10th through the 20th. VIBs, which if you're anything under a Rouge, I would not even fucking bother. Let me just be honest, okay? It's not that great of a deal that you can't get at any other retailer or through the brands exclusively. I feel like on average, most brands, if you add something to your cart and come back like a week later, you'll probably have an email from the brand giving you at least 15% off. So I feel like if you're less than Rouge, probably not even worth it. Rouge members, also, you have the ability to gift your 20% to somebody else as well. You still use your 20% off, but you're able to gift it for, I think, a one-time purchase for somebody that's not Rouge. So if you haven't done that yet, would recommend down below. If you guys want to share any links, I already gifted mine, so there's that. And then VIB members can shop the 14th through the 20th. Insiders can shop the 14th through the 20th as well. And then, I don't know if everybody knows this, everybody gets 30% off the Sephora collection, regardless of what your status is. I don't even think you need to have a status to get 30% off at Sephora. So, yeah, those are starting tomorrow. I am going in store tomorrow, because that's how I'm rolling. Yes, bitch. Oh my God, we have Cody on the YouTube. Hi, Cody J. Guys, also, if you guys didn't know, Cody J, he is who I work with through Mars Day, so we're going to be doing a giveaway soon. We're going to have a Mars Day giveaway coming up soon. Hi, Cody. Hi, Lisa. Look and sound amazing. I still got it, guys. Yes, bitch. Hello to all the bridges in the live chat. What's good? What's poppin'? I missed you guys. It's been like 2 months since I've done a video. Crazy. I know. We're busy, okay? We have things to do. Yeah, I'm supposed to go to my first Pilates class at 9 a.m. Wish me luck, because I'm already so fucking sore. Whatever. All right, this is definitely a long enough intro, so I'm just going to jump in. So grab a snack. Grab a whole bottle of wine or something, because we're going to be here for a minute. So I'm going to try to do this by brand, because that's how I personally shop. And I feel like because I'm brand specific, that's why I was able to really hone in on the items that I'm going to feature. So let's start with Say, because when I'm shopping for the spring sale, for when it comes to makeup products, I focus on things that are going to make me more dewy, because that's the effect that I like for my spring summer months. So those are more of the products that I look for, not necessarily like the deeper colors or matte coverage, is that a thing? Matte finishes, that's what I meant to say. You can tell it's been a minute. I like to go for the dew, the glow, all that shit. You guys probably know this by now. But I feel like Say is one of those brands, really great brand to focus on, because their products, I feel, are so ideal for spring, summer, because they just give that natural, fresh look to the skin. So I'm going to start with the Glowy Super Gel. So I like to use this either as a liquid highlighter or primarily as a base for my makeup products. So I have 2 shades. I just get the mini sizes because these last me long enough and I don't use them all the time. But the full size I do think is a better value. So I have, I think it's Rosy Glow and then also Star Glow. I use Star Glow a little bit more, but Rosy Glow is still really pretty as well. So if you guys want swatches throughout this, let me know. But these 2, I'll give you quick swatches just, you know, to get through this relatively quickly because I know we're going to be here for a minute. So these are what these 2 look like right here. I feel like because we're talking about a lot of glow, I feel like you guys are probably going to want swatches. So we've got Star Glow and then Rosy Glow right here. I feel like I like Rosy Glow better because it's just more ideal for my skin tone as it gets a little bit darker, because this is when I start to get more tan. So right now I would say a light medium neutral undertone, but I usually get up to about like a medium to tan because I do tan quite a bit in the summertime. So just keep note of that as well when I'm giving you shade references and stuff like that. So that is the holy shit item that I have from Say. Another brand that I like to focus on for the spring summer is Merit Beauty. So I gotta reach back here for these ones. I was gonna do this one later, but we're gonna start with these ones because I feel like these are really great brands and I don't talk about them a lot, but it's because I'm so specific about when I use them. So one product I love from Merit is this, I think it's just the bronzer stick in the shade Leo. Yes, Bronze Balm. So I like this one for spring summer because you'll see it has more of a glow to it. It's super pretty. I like to use this as just like a cream bronze. It's the effect that it has is why I like it for the spring summertime. Same goes for the blushes. Like I have this whole basket full of their cream blushes. One of my personal favorites is the shade Fox. I really like getting these during the holiday time. I wish they did like the holiday gift sets during this sale because I feel like it's just way more appropriate. Am I the only one that thinks that? And then another shade that I love because I love almost like terracottas and oranges for spring summer is, I think it's pronounced Persimmon. Tell me that those aren't so fucking cute, right? Love these. So these, again, I don't really wear them outside of spring and summer, so would be a product that I definitely focus on for this sale. And then, since you haven't really seen me since my last Sephora videos, I hauled all of these, I'm pretty sure, in the last one. And I absolutely adore these. My live chat just got stuck. Hi, Rachel. So these are the Merit Beauty Solo Shadow Sheens. So I adored the Solo Shadows when those initially launched. I like these so much more. My personal favorite is Glossy, but I also love all of them. Because I'm such a basic bitch when it comes to my eyeshadow. And I just love, I think this is called Matchbox. I wish the holes of these were a little bit wider because it's really hard for me to get my finger in there. But I love how they have that subtle sheen to them. And I'm telling you, these do not fucking budge. Let me try to find a brush real quick so I can show you what the hell these look like. Because, I don't know, for me, if you love a one and done, this is probably the closest thing to I found to something like a Tom Ford Cream and Powder Eye Color Duo, minus the powder. But the base is so good, especially the shade Glacé, because I love this for inner corner, brow bone highlight, even a face highlight. It's so pretty. I need a different brush. This one's not working how I want it to. Let me grab this one. I just got this from Thrive Cosmetics. I'm like, who sent me this? So this one, it's very subtle. This is where I wish I could apply it with my fingers. See how pretty it is? It almost looks like the highlight that I have on my face, but that's a different product that I'm going to tell you about shortly. So let me just try to get a little bit more so you can really see. But Glacé is my absolute favorite because it's so multi-purpose. Absolutely love these, especially if you love a one and done eyeshadow. Fantastic. Speaking of one and done eyeshadows, I need to tell you about a holy shit MAC Cosmetics product. Now, I usually would not shop MAC at Sephora because it's available at other retailers that have better point systems. But these are only available at Sephora currently. And I'm going to tell you about the Multi-Sculpt Matte Liquid Eyeshadows. These are probably the best liquid eyeshadows I've ever found in my entire life. Full stop. Especially the shade Painterly. I love the Gerard Cosmetics eye base. This has taken its place. And I hate to say that because I love Jen, I love Jen and I love Dior Cosmetics. But this, it's so much easier. It's so much more ideal. It's so much faster. And it does not budge. This does not crease on me. It gives me the perfect canvas. Think painterly. Remember the paint pots? It's that in liquid form. So fucking good. I have another shade. Let me grab this real quick. I also got the shade Buffed Up as just something to just throw in my crease. These are so fucking good. One of my number... No, that doesn't make sense. One of my top recommendations for the sale. I was going to say one of my number 3. One of my top 3 products that I would say if you have not tried it, add to cart for the Sephora sale. Because these are so good. And they're available at Sephora Kohl's. Because don't forget, guys, get that Sephora Kohl's cash, baby. Not sponsored. I shop smart, okay? Shop smarter. Not harder, all right? Save, get those rewards, abso-fucking-lutely. Those I got at Sephora Kohl's. So there you go, you're welcome. All right, do not forget about Sephora Kohl's. Watch, I'm going to keep those here, and then I'm going to show you how they will not budge once they dry down. In the meantime, I'm going to jump over to some of my, like, single item things, because there are a couple brands that I'm like, listen, these are showstoppers. I can't leave them out. This one's so random. It's not technically a makeup product, but I associate it with my makeup, so it still counts. Glossier pencil sharpener. Like I said, so fucking random, but I don't know why I love this so much, because nothing pisses me off more. Listen, I love Vive so much, one of my favorite brands ever, and these types of sharpeners, I love that they have 2 holes, but these, they always break apart. They just don't last. This, I love how it has a big open container down here. Everything just fits really nicely in there. I'm going to drop everything all over. I love this. The only downfall is it doesn't fit all of my pencils. Like the Sarah Creel ones, I don't think fit. The bigger pencils, they will not fit, but I feel like most pencils do. So Glossier, it's like $9. It's worth it. I mean, you don't need to throw it in your cart if you don't feel like it, because it's really not that expensive that you're not really saving that much money. Anyways, I just haven't mentioned it before, so I wanted to mention it. So Glossier, just a little rando that I wanted to make sure that I mentioned today. So then we have Makeup by Mario. Okay. I want to love everything that Mario does with my whole entire heart, but I just don't ever love a lot of the things that he puts out. And I think a lot of it is because I think it looks really great on camera, but not necessarily in real life. Could be operator error. I don't know. But this lipstick right here, it's a specific shade, because the formula for me is not extraordinary. I feel like it's just a nice staple lipstick. But the shade Bronx Baby, this makes me say holy shit every time. I just think it is one of the most perfect nude lipsticks. I love the shade of this. I think it is so incredible. I just wish that I could find one of my favorite formulas to also have that same exact shade. I also really like Mario's lip liners, and I think I'm going to get the shade Toasty because I think that just restocked. But this one right here, Bronx Baby, is so good. It makes me say holy shit because it's that good. Okay, next. What do I want to talk about next? Let's do Gucci, because who remembers Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang? That was such a thing back in the day. I'm still so in love with this Gucci bronzer. I have the shade number 3. This is the Poudre de Beauté Eclat Soleil. It just sounds expensive. Packaging, I don't know if it's been upgraded. I don't even know if this has been reformulated. This is where we're kind of in an interesting time, I feel, with the beauty industry, because we don't know if things have been reformulated or if they've changed. As far as I know, this has not. And this right here is so fucking good. The only thing that I remember about this is I have the shade number 3, and I believe the shade number 2 is darker than number 3. So proceed with caution. Look up swatches if you were interested in this. This is one of the best times to shop Gucci Beauty because it never goes on sale. So I still recommend this. Still love it. Do I love it more than my beloved Hourglass? No. But this is one of my favorite bronzers in my collection. So there's that. All right, let me go back to these. I almost just wiped them off. That's just... That's just what reminded me to do these. So I could sit here and just, this one's still a little bit wet on the side, but it's like you could work the shit out of these, and it takes effort to make these budge. So when they're just chilling on your eyelids, these are so good. The MAC liquid, I'm going to call them the matte liquid paint pots. That's not the actual name, but you're going to know what I mean. Yeah, like I'm still trying to get these off, so highly recommend. Okay, Lisa's asking, can I still not order Dior? I can now. I finally got it fixed. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they updated their website or whatever, but I can shop Dior again. I actually just purchased a fragrance recently. So excited. Yeah, it was Dior. Dior was the brand. I was like begging them to be able to shop through them again. All right, so next up we have like these two that I keep looking at. I have a lot. So let's jump over to Haus Labs. There are a lot of products that I think are really great through Haus Labs. Like the foundation's amazing. These ones just to me stand out because of the shades. So I've talked about these several times. Like I have a whole playlist of Sephora recommendations if you guys get that bored where you need more. I have talked about this one so much, but I always pull it back out in the spring summertime. This is the shade Fire Opal. I know this has been reformulated or something changed, but I'm pretty sure it's the same. I don't know. This was the original, and it's the shade. It's so fucking good. It just gives the most beautiful orangey, coppery, fiery looking cheek. I just love almost doing like a blush topper all over everything with this. Isn't that gorgeous? I feel like this is never talked about. Even like the regular highlighter shades. Like I say regular, but I would say like standard highlight shades. This is the shade Peach Quartz. Another one. The formula is just so smooth. It's super sparkly and it's flattering. These are divine. So incredible. If you have any Haus Labs recommendations, I feel like I need to get more products because I really haven't. I feel like I haven't tried a lot of them recently. The newest thing that I got was the cream contour, which I think that's also great. It's just a little inconsistent. Like sometimes I love it and then other times I find it more difficult to work with. So that's why you're not seeing that in today's video. I think it is great. Like the shade of it's great. I'm getting distracted. So that's the main one that I have from Haus Labs that makes me say, holy shit. And then we have a new brand at Sephora, which I feel like this is going to be the #1 foundation purchased during the sale. And it's the Mary Phillips foundation. This is so beautiful. It's so natural looking. It's so just, I feel like one of the most perfect foundations that mimics the appearance of just beautiful skin, right? The only thing that I found about this one is I have to use a very specific style of brush. So I've talked about this a lot. If you guys don't follow me on TikTok, you should. So I first normally would use something like the Crystal K1. So it's a little bit more dense. It's a bigger brush, which I like bigger foundation brushes because ain't nobody got time to be fucking off, okay? So I tried it with this foundation and I wasn't a fan. It felt like it was too heavy, it was too cakey, and it was just, I don't know, there was something that I didn't like about it. But then I remembered that Mary Phillips had launched a brush with this that was a little bit fluffier, but it was smaller, so I wasn't really intrigued. Well, then I was going through my brush collection, and I came across this one from Doll 10. So it's got a similar shape to the Crystal brush, except it's a lot fluffier. This combo right here, this is technically a dual-ended brush, and I feel like you guys know how I feel about dual-ended brushes. I usually don't like them. This combo right here, though, is so fucking good. I can't remember if I'm wearing it in... What video did I do recently? It's one of my Hourglass videos, I'm pretty sure. I think it was my Unreal Liquid Highlighter video. I posted it on my shorts. I'm pretty sure I'm wearing this foundation in that video. It just looks like glowy, beautiful skin. Like I said, I feel like this is going to be a top seller this sale. The only thing that I don't like about it is the smell. It doesn't linger, but it's enough to be like, ew. I don't even know how to explain what it smells like, because it almost gives me like gym socks. I don't know. It's not a good smell. But because the formula is beautiful, it wears really nicely, I'm willing to overlook it because it doesn't linger. Like I'll notice it probably for a couple minutes after I apply it, but once it sets down, I'm Gucci. It doesn't bother me that much. So this one is beautiful. I do highly recommend it. And then normally I would not talk about Hourglass in a video like this simply because Hourglass is now available on Ulta. And I honestly really like buying Hourglass from the Hourglass website as well. But I hear rumors floating around that this is being discontinued. And this is my current favorite foundation. It's the Hourglass Ambient Soft Glow Foundation. I swear if they reformulate this and it's trash, I'm going to be so irate, it's not even funny. Because this foundation is so good. So I'm even considering, because I forgot to get it when I just had my Ulta 20% off. I'm even considering getting one for myself because of how much I love it. And I want to get it before it's reformulated. So this foundation, I'm going to say it's natural, medium coverage. It gives you just I feel like when you hear glowy skin or like soft glow, you would think it's going to be too glowy. It's not. If anything, I think it's just a natural finish, which I personally like. I am a girl that likes medium coverage, natural finish. I want my skin to look like skin. So like what I have on right now, this is what I like. I just love this. And I think it's a tragedy that it needs to change. But unfortunately, we're going to see that a lot in cosmetics. And another Hourglass that I typically wouldn't mention, but it's currently brand new and it's only available at Sephora, is the Unreal Liquid Highlighters. I just fucking got these. And you cannot tell me that highlight is not gorgeous. Okay? I love the shade Divine. And I have all 5 of them. I did a swatch video. If you guys didn't see it, it's on my shorts. Divine is my favorite. I think it's Evoke. It's the lightest one. Those are my 2 favorites, but I can personally get use out of all of them. And then I even think that the shade Dream is going to be a really beautiful, almost like a Val type blush highlight effect. But Divine, if I had to pick one, it would definitely be this one. I think these are so good. I like the packaging. Just remember, if you're using these, you really have to shake them up first to make the packaging easier to use because it's one where you like push down the bottom and it drips out, you know? So make sure you shake these up really nice. I cannot wait to try mixing these with the blushes as well. Those are another favorite of mine, but those are also available at other retailers. So these are currently Sephora exclusive. I'm sure that they're going to come to other retailers, but as of right now, that's the only place besides the Hourglass website that you can get those. So to get 20% off on a brand new product, absolutely. Love that for us. Now, let's talk about an oldie but a goodie. I'm not wearing the Hourglass foundation. I saw Rachel just ask. I'll get there, what I'm wearing right now. An oldie but a goodie, and nobody ever talks about this. And it's a tragedy, really, because who remembers the Narzita brush? This is, I think, the only place that still sells this besides NARS. The fact that I have 2 of these is crazy, but it's so fucking good. This brush is $40, and I'm pretty sure these are natural hair, so to me, a natural hair brush I already know is worth it, okay? But the shape of these, if you struggle with contour, this is dummy proof. Thank me later. You're welcome. I adore these brushes. So, I mean, to get 20% off, why the fuck not, right? To me, I don't know. Like, I don't shop brushes a ton at Sephora because, one, I love brands like Crystal E Cosmetics, BK Beauty. There's brands that I love, even Refer. I'm very specific, okay? You guys know this by now. I would say this is my number 1 brush recommendation at Sephora. This one, and then I think I have one other brush to feature, but this is easily number 1. Love it so much. All right, now, let's get into I'll do Tower 28 real quick, because I feel like this is almost like a forgotten favorite for me until I just used it, and I'm like, holy shit, why did I stop using this? The Tower 28 mascara. I'm always talking about the YSL Lash Clash. This is probably the best mascara at Sephora, in my humble opinion. There's so many products that I love wow. There's so many products that I love from Tower 28. And I feel like, remember back in the day, I was like the first person to ever feature them on YouTube. Oh, what a time. And yeah, I don't use their products that much anymore. I think just because as I've gotten older, my preferences have just changed a little as far as like, I just love luxury makeup. I love the packaging. I just love the whole experience. So this just gets overlooked, and I'm like, it's so fucking good. Why do I not use it? It doesn't irritate my eyes. It goes on really nicely. It doesn't flake off, anything like that. It's easy to get off. Yeah. The end. Tower 28 mascara is fantastic. Let me briefly go through some eyeliners, and then we'll kind of segue into a brand that I'll have quite a few recommendations from. I'm sure you guys will be able to guess who it is. So, oh, I forgot about this one. Back to Gucci real quick. I want to feature this because I personally love pastel liners. And the amount of time that I spent on the Sephora website the other day looking for goddamn pastel eyeliners, almost impossible. But I think this one is still available. And this is from Gucci in the shade Celeste. It is the most beautiful pastel blue. Anytime I use blue eyeshadows, I always use this one. I personally like pastel eyeliners because they wake my eyes up and they just make them look more refreshed. And then I also love these two from Prada Beauty. Again, finding pastel liners is so ridiculously hard at Sephora. I know brands like LA Girl and ColourPop make them, and I would honestly trust LA Girl a little bit more because ColourPop ones, they're always so inconsistent. So this one from Prada in the shade Glycine, I think. It's the purple one. And then also in the shade Menta. So this one, Menta, is really cool because depending on what look you're wearing, sometimes it looks yellow and then sometimes it looks green. So if I'm wearing a green look, it looks more green. If I'm wearing a more yellowish, goldish look, it looks more golden. So I think this one's really unique, really interesting. I like it. Okay, that's all I know what to tell you. And then another one that I'm going to feature this just because, I mean, I'm so impressed with it. Even though it's available at other retailers, I would still considering it. I would still consider getting it because it's that fucking good. It's the Tarte Fake Away. Or, not Fake Away, Fake Awake. Can you tell it's been a minute since I've done a video? Yes, the Tarte Fake Awake. So this is just your classic nude. And I feel like there are a lot of other brands that do nudes. But this one, to me, it's the most long-lasting. At least that I've tried. So if you have any recommendations for a nude liner from Sephora, I think I saw that Dolce & Gabbana has one. Did you guys see that Dolce is coming to Sephora? Because if you thought my cart was full, it was until I saw that. God damn. So I think that launches actually tomorrow on Sephora. So, and then Canada got Chantecaille. How rude. All right, so keeping with the eyeliners, let's talk about Sarah Creel. Okay, these are easily the best eyeliners I have ever put on my eyeballs. This is the brand that we need to do pastels. Sarah Creel, if you see this, can you please give us some nudes? Give us the pastels. Especially if you are looking for a brown eyeliner. The pigmentation is insane. The longevity on these, insane. These are worth every penny. I think they're like $35. They're worth it. Oh my God, they're so good. Like, I never thought that an eye pencil could glide so nicely, but also not fucking budge at all. Incredible. I think I purchased one of these and then the other two were gifted to me. I'm going to try to get this so you could actually see just how easily that was a terrible swatch. Let me try that again on a different spot that I could actually get like consistent pressure, right? Yeah, these immediately, yes. If you're in the market for an eyeliner, especially the brown, like rich, I think it's rich brown or rich cocoa. Rich cocoa. That eyeliner is insane. I've talked about it. I know I've talked about it on my channel before, but just reiterating it, it's still amazeballs. All right, let me wipe these off my hand really quick. And even with this, They didn't even dry down, and I'm still having to work to get those to come off. So we're going to stick with Sarah Creel because this has become one of my favorite brands, and one brand that I am always eyeing. Anytime they launch something, I'm just, yeah, give it to me. So let's first start with the concealer. This is the concealer I have on right now. I personally love this formula. It's almost like, to me, it gives me like serum concealer vibes. It's really lightweight. A little goes a long way, so you really don't need a lot of it. I think the shade on this is really nice. This is the shade number 3.0. I think it's super flattering. It wears really nicely, especially if you have fine lines and texture like I do. It's just minimal creasing. Once it sets down, it's beautiful. And I personally underpaint a lot, and I find that this one, I prefer to put this over the top because it's not an insane amount of coverage. I would say this probably has medium coverage. So it goes over the top of everything really nicely because I'm not somebody that needs like a full coverage concealer. I just don't. I don't have a lot of darkness. I just need to almost correct a little bit. I know that there's a corrector that just launched, so I'm curious to see how that pairs up against this, if I need both, or just kind of how I choose to navigate after that. But this concealer is, to me, one of the best concealers at Sephora. And it's expensive. I think it's like $60 or something like that. To get 20% off, Sarah Creel, I think the only time I've ever seen like a crazy deal on Sarah Creel was through their website specifically. And I had to buy things in like a bundle. So I know that's not ideal for everybody either. So if you were interested in that, I would definitely recommend. But really, like, all the complexion products from Sarah Creel are so incredible. Like this highlight. You guys know how much I talk about the Westman Atelier Super Loaded Tinted Highlight? This very much gives me what that does, except I think this is a little bit more flattering. So I say it's more flattering because I feel like more people will like this because it's not as punchy. See how it's just a really soft, subtle glow, but it has that wet sort of effect? Absolutely, yes. Give that to me immediately. And then this is the Just Like Paradise. I believe this is technically a cream, either a bronzer or contour. I don't know. Depending on what shade that you get, because some of them do lean a little bit warmer, some lean a little bit cooler. This is another one. I just adore it. I think it's such a good formula. It blends out really nicely. Very flattering. I love it. I love the packaging. I love the whole experience. This is just a brand. They just speak to me. All the products are just what I look for, and they're flattering on texture. And I feel like that's the meat and potatoes behind the brand, is they design their products to be ideal for more mature or like more textured skin. And yeah, sign me the fuck up for that. And then another pleasant favorite. Oh, I see Letitia's here. Hey girl, hey. Is this lipstick formula. What is this even called? Speak for Yourself Hydrating Lipstick in the shade CEO. This is partially what's on my lips right now, and I'll give you guys a quick little swatch. This gives me like Chanel lipstick vibe. Like something that Samantha Jones would wear. The ones that get the reference, you're my people. This is it's just a really beautiful staple formula. I like how it has that, you know, that soft, subtle sheen. It makes your lips look nice and hydrated, nice and juicy. I fucking love that shit. So I was very impressed with this formula as well. It's hard to impress me with lip products because in the sea of lipsticks, and I feel like so many of them are so similar to one another. Like, I just wanted to say, sea of sameness. In the sea of sameness, it's hard for lip products for me to stand out. And I was surprised. Like, I reach for that often, and you can see even the shape of it. It's been used and abused. So with Sarah Creel being said, now we can move on to my personal favorite brand at Sephora, which is Westman Atelier. Because this is the time to take advantage and get that 20% off because they never go on sale. So naturally, I'm going to talk about almost everything because these are just products that all make me say, holy shit. Especially this glorious cream highlight right here that I have talked about so many times on my channel, but it's still so fucking good. I just can't find anything that compares. Look at how beautiful I love me a pinky tone highlight. It has the softest amount of glitter in it. I don't want to say glitter because I know that freaks people out. Fuck it, we're going to do it. I'm just going to show you for the millionth time on this channel. So you see the glow that I have right here? So this is how I will go in with the Westman Atelier. Bam. It elevates everything so beautifully. But for having that much punch, like, it looks wet, but it's not. And then it's got a little bit of glitter, but it's not accentuating texture. Like, especially in a Monet, it just, every time I wear this, I swear to God, I get asked, what are you wearing on your cheeks? And it's always this. It's just, it takes it just day to night. It's perfect. So Peau de Rose is my personal favorite, but I own all of them. I feel like I need to do a video on these. And I really wish that they would bring this one back. What was it? Peau de Santé. So pretty. I just got the new one that's like a pinky tone. So good. So if this is not your speed and you want something a little bit more subtle and a little bit more toned down, but you also want that like wet look to your skin, that's where I'm going to say the lit up highlight sticks or the liquid version of the super loaded liquid. There's two very distinct differences here, okay? So I'm going to first give you a swatch of the lit up highlight stick. So this one, it's a little bit more flattering. It gives you that wet look to the skin, almost like sweaty look, right? And then the super loaded liquid, I'm going to really shake this up because it's been a while since I've used this. I can't, like, this is what I mean. I immediately, every time I'm looking in the camera or looking in my viewfinder right now, I keep looking and I'm like, wow, that cheek looks so good. And again, it's expensive, so that's the time to get these types of things because I don't give a fuck. Like, it does not bother me to drop coin on incredible products, and I truly feel that's what Gucci Westman does. She just gives us products that are so different and so much more elevated, and this right here is the super loaded liquid. Super loaded liquid. There we go. So as you can see, you're getting much more shine, much more wetness because this is actually wet to the touch. So this one for me, I never wear this outside of spring summer because this is more of a highlight when I have like a slick back and I just want a glowy ass looking cheek. I will put this all over that cheekbone and it's gonna look so good. Watch, I'm gonna show you. It's gonna look so good. So let me grab something like this, my Crystalie K20, and then it'll just take it there. It will just take it up a little bit of a notch. And then if you want it to be even more liquefied, I feel like because I put that super loaded liquid on, or super loaded cream underneath, it's not really giving it what I want it to. Hold on, let me do something, because I usually will just use my finger for something like this because I want that liquid effect. I want that wet look. I feel like the super loaded cream gives me more, like I like that more. But I especially love this in the summertime because you're not getting that sparkle. You're not getting that super high shine. You're getting more of that just glow from within. I think that's more of what the liquid is. So 3 very different formulas. They're all incredible. I love all of them for very different reasons. I think there's other brands that do things similarly, but I think because of the packaging, the experience, like everything about Westman Atelier, I live for it, and that to me makes it worth justifying the price tags. And then speaking of, let's also talk about these bronzers. We could also talk about the contours. We're going to talk about it all because they're just unfucking matched. Look at this bronzer. So this is a newer product. The Sun Tone Bronzing Drops. So I like these bronzing drops to not only mix in with my foundations, because a lot of them are going to be too light in just a couple months. So you can mix these in with, with your foundations, or you could apply them like a liquid bronzer. Dual purpose product. Love that. And just the formula I like. The packaging I think is super cute. Again, a product that just makes me say, holy shit. I hope I'm not missing anything in the comments. Oh, I love Peau de Rose. How many of you have bought that just throughout listening to all of my videos? Because I have been hoeing out that product for so long, and I feel like I'm the only one that talks about it. I love it. And then we're going to get into the, the cream contours. I just think these are, again, unmatched. They're in a league of their own. Formula, it's super easy to use, very user-friendly, especially if, I want to say beginners with makeup, but usually beginners with makeup aren't spending this kind of money on product. But because they're so easy to use, I feel like that's where I'm like, yeah, a beginner would love these. You ain't gonna love the price tag. But I have the shade Biscuit and also Truffle. And I do plan on getting a shade in between. Because Truffle, it's a little bit too warm for me for a contour. This to me is more of a bronze. So Biscuit, I think it's the shade Toast or Cocoa. I'm debating which one I want to get. But this formula, again, a highly recommended product that I have consistently talked about for probably years at this point. And then this one, it's like it partially makes me say holy shit, but because of how much I use it and then how much I love it, I love the packaging, I think it's just aesthetically pleasing. I wish it was a single, but this little duo right here, I think this is $75, so hella expensive. I would buy this again for that contour shade right there in the shade Biscuit. So you got Biscuit and Petal. I don't think the blush formula is anything like worthy of writing home about. I don't know. I've tried several different of the powder formulas and they just always kind of leave me unimpressed, including this one. But this contour powder right here, immediately yes. Plus the packaging is super cute. It's not going to be for everybody. I know a lot of people will probably be like, okay, if I can't get use out of both of them, I won't buy it. I would buy that again. I'm just saying. So there's that. Oh, you bought the shade Toast and you love. I think that's the one I'm going to get. But Cocoa, I like how it's got a little bit of, it's got like a little bit of blushiness to it, right? I don't know. I have to go see them in store. And then I think we got two more products. Two more things from Westman Atelier. Holy shit. These lip liners, it's really hard to impress me with lip liners. But I swear, anything that Westman Atelier launches in the shade Biscuit, I'm going to fucking buy it. And I'm going to love it. So this is Biscuit. I have this on my lips right now. And then I also love, I lied, I have two other products after these. Can you guys tell I love Westman Atelier? Then Je Rêve. This is my most worn lipstick of all time. But these, I love that they're creamy, but they set down and they last a really good amount of time. So I really love these lip liners. And then with that, I can't not talk about these lipsticks because I use the piss out of these. And this is the shade Je Rêve. So you can see the lipstick and the lip liner. The lip liner is a little bit deeper than what you're going to get with the lipstick. But this is unlike any other lipstick formula. I promise you that. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. There is nothing that glides like these. The only thing that comes remotely close was the NARS Audacious. Remember those? R.I.P. It is such a great lipstick. This one's easily my most used, though. The fact that I have this much of a dent tells you how good it is. So this is the shade Pique. Pique. I feel like I spell that every time I say the name. I wear this all the time, though. Such a good lipstick. Both these, love them. This would be a formula. I could easily buy the whole collection and not be mad about it. And then if we're getting into spring, summer months, let's fucking go. I love that this is called LFG. And then just so you can get a visual, I think I bought this when I was in Florida. That pigmentation's insane. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my god, these lipsticks are so fucking good. And you got the bougie ass magnetic closure. These are $50 lipsticks and they're worth every fucking penny. I don't care what anybody says. I said what I said. And that's that on that. Okay. One more thing from Westman Atelier. And that's going to be the blushes. I think the blushes are so beautiful. I especially love the shade Bichette. Everybody raves about the Road. Have you ever tried Westman Atelier? Because they do give kind of like a similar vibe as far as They give you that juiciness, and they blend out really nicely, except this packaging is significantly better. I don't know, the Rhode, to me, just feels so cheap. I'm a packaging snob, you guys know this, okay? This one right here is very unique. In the shade Minette, this one was actually sent to me. And when you apply it, hang on, I gotta find a different spot. When you apply this, it doesn't look like anything special. But when you blend it out, because Minette is the only shade that actually has shimmer in it, it looks so pretty. I'm going to blend out in both spots so I can hopefully give you a better visual. But this shade, it's so pretty and so unique. Right there. And it's got that subtle glow to it. Fucking gorgeous. The one that I'm eyeing, and I could have swore that I owned it, is Poppy. For spring, summer. Oh my god, gorgeous. That might be one that I pick up if I don't find it in my collection. Because I'm like, I could have swore I own that one. And then I also have the shade Dodo as well. This is, I would say, if you're looking for just like a staple blush color, it's almost like a rosy tone. Super pretty. But it's the finish, it's the longevity. Like, I get everything that I want out of a cream blush with these. And you're getting the bougie-ass packaging. Love. Okay. That is everything for Westman Atelier. I love almost everything. I think, honestly, the only thing that I didn't love were the powder blushes. I think the powder, what is it? The powder, like the bubble pink powder, it was okay. It's good, but it's not great. So it's not a holy shit product, but it's still good. Like, I'm still glad that I own it. Everything else that we just talked about, like, these are all holy shit. Immediately, yes. All right, so moving on from Westman Atelier, that's a tough one to follow, I know that. We have One Size, which this is, I think, a fantastic brand to shop during the sale. So one of, I feel, the most impressive products, especially if you have oily skin, is the Oil Sucker. This primer is insane. This, if you have any oil on your face, it will just suck it right up. It completely changes on your face. The only downfall with this one is proceed with caution. Don't overuse it, because if you overuse it, you'll get almost like, it's like you could see it on your skin. Think like the Dr. Brandt, or not Dr. Brandt. There was one primer. It's not Pores No More. It's something like that, though, where it's like you could visibly see it drying and it tightens. This has a similar effect. It's just not as intense, and it's not as noticeable, and it's not as finicky. Oh, that's going to bug me. What? Hold on. Let me find what product that is that I'm talking about. Because I also love that one as well. It's just very finicky. Peter Thomas Roth. It's very similar to something like this, except this is very finicky, whereas the Oil Sucker is much more approachable. So especially if you have oily skin, incredible. And then also, honestly, both of these sprays, because they're two very different purposes. So I love the powder melt if I'm just looking overall way too matte, or if I feel like my powders are just really looking powdery. This will completely transform the way that it looks. I think this is my second bottle of this stuff. So I like to use this between steps. This doesn't give me anything for longevity or anything like that. But the Until Dawn setting spray, this is legit hairspray for your face. This would be probably my only recommendation for setting spray at Sephora, because Scandinavia is GOAT, okay? I don't think anything is ever going to top Scandinavia, and that obviously you can't get at Sephora. But the One Size, if you're in the market for a setting spray, I mean, the Charlotte Tilbury one is good too, but I think that this one truly makes your makeup last so fucking long. It's sickening. Okay? So moving on from One Size, because those were my top 3 from the brand, I've got to talk about some Dior. You guys know I'm a Dior. Okay? I love Dior makeup. I could go on and on. I could feature them just as much as I do Westman Atelier. I love to shop Dior directly through Dior now that I can. Because you get the gifts with purchase and stuff. Oh, it's so good. And then there's so much more on the Dior website than what Sephora has to offer. But there are some really great things, like the Forever Concealer. I've talked about this a million times, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this. But next to the Sarah Creel, this is one of the best concealers at Sephora. So I've talked about that so many times in probably all of my recommendations videos. But if you're wondering what is on my skin right now, The foundation I'm wearing is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. Incredible. This one is another one I think would be so good. It very much reminds me of the Mary Phillips, except I think Dior you get more coverage. But this one, it's like you still get coverage, but I think this one's just a little bit more. So I would say if you like a medium coverage, go Mary Phillips. It's still buildable, but the Dior, I would say you get more coverage right off the get-go, and you also don't get that god-awful smell. So if you like the effect of Mary Phillips, but you can't get past the smell, this would be a great alternative, at least in my opinion, because they do give me very similar sort of a vibe. You know, I think my skin looks beautiful. The shade match is a little bit off, but in like a month, it'll be totally fine. I just want to point out how insane that lipstick still looks. Y'all are so quiet in the chat. What are you guys buying? I need to know what are your guys' top recommendations too, because do you guys want to know what's in my cart? Because we could do that video tomorrow. All right, next we have Dior. Dior highlighters are so fucking good. I can't get over these palettes though. Like, I love the singles, but I will say that they did change. So you'll notice that like some look like this and then some look like this. The ones that have the bigger Dior, they are a little bit more glittery, but if you could still find the ones that look like this to me is the number one. I think it's so beautiful. But for spring, summer, I actually really love the Pearly Peach Glow color story. Right? Isn't that perfect for a spring, summer moment? Super cute. I actually really like this packaging, though, more than this one. I think it looks more fun. I really like the Backstage line, and I don't think you can get the Backstage line anywhere else other than Sephora, so there's that. So highly recommend those highlighter palettes, even the individual highlights. I've talked about those a million times as well. And then I'm looking around, making sure, because I think we're finally at my last brand. Oh my god, I'm salivating over the Dior spring packaging. I just ordered, because I have a hookup. If you guys want her information, her name is, I think it's Ree on Instagram, but I can give you her exact one if you want to contact me on there. So she is a Nordstrom rep, so she gets me like the inside scoop before everything launches. So she just ordered me the bronzer and also highlight. So I'm so excited. I think the highlight already shipped. Or no, the bronzer already shipped. So I will be getting the Dior collection. Not the entire collection. Like, I'm not going to get the palettes, but I do have the face powders coming. So if you guys want a video on that, feel free to let me know. But I agree. I think it is so beautiful. Now, we're going to round this off with guess the brand, everybody. By the way, if you haven't liked the video yet, fuck you doing? Let's finish off with Patrick Ta. Because this right here says it all. Okay? The fact that I have this many of the cream and powdered face duos, yeah. The blushes, well worth it. And I did see that they actually have a mini duo that is available. I think that's such a great value for the sale. And I think it has the shade She Goes to the Gym, which is the shade that's on my face right now. And then also She's Seductive. So they look the exact same as the eye color duos. These are so much more practical though, because how many people are actually going to go through this? There's so much product there. So I think that when I see these launch, I'll probably pick up these instead. The only thing I wish is that they didn't look like the eyeshadow duos, but that will lead me to another one of my top recommendations for the Sephora VIB sale. The Patrick Ta eyeshadow duos. These are worth every fucking penny. But I think I have not a new favorite, but a close second runner-up, because I always tell you guys about Still at the Club. Look how much I use this. It's crazy. This is another one. Every time that I wear it, oh my god, we're not done. I still have a whole fucking thing of there. Oh my god. We still have more brands. Calm down, everybody. So this was easily my most used, my most talked about. Every time that I wear this, I always get asked about it. However, This is another one I get asked about every single time that I wear it, and it's the shade In Your Dreams. I have this shade right here on my inner corner right now, and it's just something I love to really take my look to the next level. Basically, if I want to elevate any makeup look or take it that day to night sort of effect, they're so fucking good. I can't recommend these enough, honestly. I know they're so expensive, and I just, again, it says it all. They're so good. I love them, and I love that you get 2-in-1 for the blushes, but the eyeshadow duos, like, I will buy every single one that they launch. I'll do it. I will do it. And let me move over to what you guys have been asking me probably this whole fucking video at this point is, what's on your eyes? I love this fucking palette, okay? If you guys have seen any of my more recent videos, there's a 99% chance I'm wearing this palette. So this is brand new from YSL. It's the Couture Eye Palette. Look at it already. I just got this like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and I've been using it every single day. This to me is a staple palette. The most basic bitch with eyeshadows would love this because you have all of your essentials. I love it. This just, it gives me everything that I look for, and then I've got my little Patrick Ta duos when I want to elevate it just a little bit more, because these to me are very wearable. Like, you get the metallics, they're a little lackluster, but they're still pretty. Like, that's what I have all over the lid. So it looks super flattering. It's not overly sparkly, but it's just twinkly enough. But it gives me just enough. And then when I want to really take it up a notch, that's when I'll put the Patrick Ta duos on top, or like my Half Magic little pot eyeshadows, you know what I'm talking about? And then this shade right here, I could also use this as a face highlight as well. So I love this palette. I think it's so good. You do get quite a bit of pickup when you dip your brush into it, so proceed with caution there. But honestly, this black is one of my favorite blacks that I've ever used. I'm so curious to see how this compares to the Makeup Geek back, or not Makeup Geek, Marstay black that's coming soon. But this I've been using to do like that faux liner sort of a vibe. I love this palette, and it's like $85 to get 20% off. I think this is going to sell out during the sale. Because honestly, if we're being real, okay, I don't really think there's that many great palettes at Sephora right now. I really don't. The one that comes second to that one would be the Danessa Myricks, and I'm not showcasing it today simply because I don't have the mini size. I have the Lightwork 7, but the new palette from Danessa that... it's like the neutral color story, that's also really great, but I feel like this palette is more user-friendly because the black, especially in that palette, it kind of gets wild sometimes because it's almost like it's too pigmented, but you also get really beautiful shimmers in that one. So I think that palette is also great, but I am so fucking bored with palettes. And, you know, I'm a basic bitch. Like, it does not take much to please me, okay? But this was beautifully done. I love this palette. You will not hear me say to not get this one because I think it's worth every penny. I know a lot of people are recommending the Makeup by Mario palette. I like the YSL so much better. And honestly, YSL is becoming one of my favorite brands at Sephora because they're just a consistent brand. Like the Lash Clash mascara, at the end of the day, it's a fucking mascara. It coats my lashes nicely. It makes them super black. I like the brown as well. It's just ultimately how it feels on my eyes. That's why I like or don't like a mascara, because my eyes are so sensitive. And then, honestly, I feel like this is my favorite product at Sephora for lips right now. These YSL Love Shine Plumping Lip Oil Glosses. This is the shade I'm wearing today. This is the newest one, number 10. Oh my god, so fucking good. Watch. Oh my god, the new Givenchy highlighters. There might be one of those in my cart. They look so good. Are the Prada ones worth the money? Because Charlotte Holdcroft has been trying to sell me one of those for a long time, and I finally think I'm ready to bite the bullet, but I'm like, do I need to get a Givenchy and a Prada highlight? No one's judging, right? Yeah, these are so good. The only thing I will caution anybody about these is they have a very strong, almost like mango or passion fruit smell, which honestly I hated when I first got these, but because the formula is so good. This is my most used one, number 44. But ever since I just got that new shade, I have one other shade, it's in my purse and I forgot to grab it, but these are all beautiful. Like if you're looking for a bomb ass, juicy ass lip gloss, because it's a lip oil, it feels like a lip gloss. It feels a little bit sticky, but it's not overly sticky. To me, I like a little bit of stick and tack because that tells me it's going to last longer. So it says it's a lip oil. It's a lip gloss. That's what I call it, at least. These are so fucking good, especially number 10. This is the one of the two newest shades, and I think they also have a clear shade now as well. So, yeah. If these holiday ones are still available, like these ones here, the other shade, like this one's really pretty, but I like the other shade better. It's almost like a frosty. That's the one that's in my purse right now. So incredible. And then I don't hear enough people talk about this. Like people talk about the YSL blushes, but people don't talk about this shade right here. How fucking good this is. This is the shade, was it? Number 42 in the Make Me Blush formula. So when you look at this, you're like, ain't no fucking way I'm wearing something like that. Let me show you why that's a lie, okay? So, I would love something like this right here. And something like this would freak me out. I would never wear this by itself. But wearing them together, watch how this transforms anything that's underneath it. It just gives the most perfect light dusting of lilac over the top. I mean, because I had those other products over there, it might have interfered a little bit, but I feel like you're still getting the point. How it's got that beautiful glow. Not enough people talk about this. I don't give a fuck. It's so good. Right? Tell me that is not a perfect spring blush moment. So by itself, little scary, layer it. And you're going to get a beautiful, subtle, pinky, lilac, slight lavender. Oh, yeah, this is like the blush of spring. Fight me, okay? I love it. That one to me is my all-time favorite. I think I have 3 shades. This is my number 1. Just because of that effect right there. It's so intimidating off the bat, but then once you layer it, And also, to note about these YSL glosses, they do have a slight warming sensation. Like, they have that... Do you think my lips look more plump now? Because they do have a slight plumping effect as well. So just be mindful. If you don't like a warming sensation, you probably won't like them. I also love the other YSL lip products. I think all their formulas are great. It's just the lip oil are the ones that say, holy shit, they're that good. It's so good. Right, Lisa? Isn't that so pretty? I can't wait to see all the comments after, because I know the live chat is super quiet right now, but I know watching the playback, everybody's going to be like, oh my god. Yeah, I told you. Same with the Westman Atelier. Like, let's just do this for funsies, okay? So you're like, oh, that's a whole cheek moment. Oh, yeah, let's do that. And then we're going to whip out this again. If I can get it open with my nails. That's the only downfall of these fucking hockey pucks is they're so bougie and beautifully packaged, but they're kind of difficult if you have nails to get open. Please hold. Yeah. So, okay, we've got a whole moment cheek going right here, and then we're like, we want to take it up a notch. Yes. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Day to night. Immediately, yes. Love. Okay. Am I annoying you guys as much as I'm ignoring myself? I love this stuff. Like, this is what makes me so excited to just sit and play and talk about makeup, because people in my real life don't get it. All right, and then I think this is... fuck. I keep forgetting about stuff. Okay, I gotta quickly talk about our girl, Miss Danessa Myricks. To me, there are a lot of products that I think have really great potential, and I think they work for so many different people. A lot of Danessa Myricks products don't work for my skin, which is so weird, because you would think because they're designed for texture and smoothing and all that stuff, I just don't agree with a lot of their products. But the favorite of all of them, oh my god, this is probably so old. You can see it's cracked. My favorite thing of all the products that Danessa does is these cream blushes because they are truly blurring. Such a great formula. Immediately yes. Oh, that's kind of like a cream version of what we got going on, just a little bit deeper. So good. That highlighter does not emphasize pores. I know, that's why it's so good. Thank you. Yeah, those Danessa Myricks blushes are incredible. I think I have the powder in my cart right now. So if you guys have tried the Danessa Myricks powder, let me know. And then, what else did I have from Danessa in my cart? I thought I had one more other product. We'll go through the cart tomorrow if you guys want it. Or I should say later on today. But yeah, I think that Danessa is a brand that does innovation so incredibly well. And I want to love everything. It's just a lot of things don't always agree with my skin. This is a new product that I am currently testing. I used it for the first time today. Feels beautiful on the skin. So little honorable mention. And then I'm making sure I got nothing else. I think the last thing that we'll talk about today is the Sephora collection. This is way more stuff than I thought I was going to talk about, but apparently a lot of products make me say holy shit. All right, so Sephora collection. I have raved about these so many times. To me, this is the best product in the Sephora collection. It's their luminizers in the shade Pink Flash and especially Sparkling Honey. It's just an inexpensive, like if you don't care about packaging, but you want an incredible formula, this is so fucking good. Pink Flash is also beautiful, but Sparkling Honey, it's so flattering, beautiful formula. It's worth, I mean, the regular retail price, but to get 30% off, it's definitely worth it. And then something I picked up during the last sale is the Sephora Blur It Loose Setting Powder. I have this on my face today as well. I think I'm going to get the pink version of this as well because I like this powder so much. And I love the little powder puff that comes in these. I think it's dirty. I don't know. Oh, it's right here. The little powder puff that comes in these, this is actually such a good powder puff. I never usually use stuff like this, but I love the fact that it fits perfectly in here. Like, it's the little details, but the quality of this is actually really good, and the powder is fantastic. So this would be one. If you're in the market for a powder, I think there's 4 or 5 shades now. Love. And then also, the powder puff, they're like $8, 30% off, why not? And then it's got phlegmy. I had to clear it out real quick. Disgusting. Okay, this right here is the facial razor. I heard initially, fucking look at Makeup by Cheryl got me on both of these, I'm pretty sure. So I'm pretty sure it was Makeup by Cheryl. She was talking about how this is like an average facial razor, except it's heavier, so it's more weighted, so it almost like it glides better. I get either one of these or I get the replacement blades every single sale because I always use this because I am known to have a mustache. Okay, it grows in and I just do, or if I'm feeling really lazy and I just want to on the eyebrows, or if I want to get rid of the peach fuzz. This is really great. It's inexpensive, and then you get 30% off. I really like this facial razor. It was one where I'm like, bitch, please. It's a fucking facial razor. There's not going to be anything different about it. The weight on it, it does make a difference. I will say that. Let me give you a visual of something really quick, because I know I mentioned the warming sensation with the lip oils from YSL. Do I like the Danessa eyeshadow sticks? I think they're pretty, but they don't agree with my eyelids. Like, they crease on me. So I'm not personally a fan. So look right here. See those two red swatches that look like stains? That's not stain. That is from the lip oils. So it's almost like it's causing a reaction. That's what's going to happen to your lips. Fair warning. You've been warned, but it's worth it. Love the razor. All right, what are you guys getting? What's in your carts? What are your recommendations? I need to know, because as you all know, I'm building my cart and it'll be built until the sale ends, let's be honest. I heard not good things about the Danessa eyeshadow sticks. Too glittery, emphasize texture. I do find that they do emphasize texture. I do think that they do as well. But my biggest thing was the creasing. I think they're beautiful, like when you swatch them, and they're a little finicky. So it's like, I think they do have the potential, but I think that there's other products that are just honestly better. Like I love the innovative packaging and stuff like that, but like the Half Magic glitter pucks, oh my fucking god, those are so good. I just got those during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, and I'm like, those to me are way prettier, way more flattering, and just a lot less finicky. It's so much better than those cheap razors, 100%. The new Westman Atelier Cream Bronzer Duo, that's in my cart too. That's in my cart too. I honestly considered buying all of them just to do a video so people could see all the shades before the sale starts. I still might possibly do that. I might just get all 4, but I don't know. I feel like I need to see them in store, because that's one thing I've noticed about Westman Atelier is sometimes the photos are a little tricky, and I think that the shades aren't perfectly imitated between like real life and photo, which is incredibly common. Which, guys, aside from the Sephora sale, did you guys see my video on this new palette? So pretty. Yes. Oh my gosh, you're talking about perfume, Tatcha stuff, of course. Did you know Tatcha is available at Ulta? The glitter pucks are so incredible. They're so good. I forget who it was that got me onto them. It was somebody on TikTok. They started... Oh, Elizabeth. Her name's Elizabeth. She's from Australia. I follow her because she covers Chanel a lot. And then she started showing the glitter pucks. And then I saw that they were coming for the 50% off during the 21 Days of Beauty. And I was like, oh my god. Let me show you what I'm talking about if you guys don't know. Hold on. I wore one of these in one of my recent shorts. If you're seeing one of my videos and my eyes are super sparkly, it's because of these. Is it pronounced Cyclar or Cyclar? I think the body wash gave me a reaction, like I'm breaking out. So these are the glitter pucks that I'm talking about. You ready for this? I love that I can fit my finger in here. Look at this shit. Oh my god, so good. These give me, like, Divina eyeshadows. Look at... Isn't that insane? Not available at Sephora. We're getting sidetracked, but who doesn't love a swatch party? These are so... You know what? We're almost done for the night. Let me just... Let's take it there. Oh, I love her. I do. I love Elizabeth. Yeah, these were 100% her fault. Like, these to me are better than the Danessa. The only thing I like better about the Danessa is the packaging. Like, I think she does packaging so incredibly well. Like, it's so innovative and it's so just user-friendly, and I feel like it's really ideal, especially for makeup artists. But look at these glitter pucks. So fucking... so good. But yes, Elizabeth on TikTok, she's the cutest redhead. She's got, like, oh my god, the most beautiful hair. And then she's just like a sweet, innocent angel from Australia. And she talks about luxury makeup, and I'm just like, yes. Yeah, the glitter pucks are so pretty. I have all 4 of them. If you guys want a video on those, let me know. But, yeah, I still haven't even opened my lucky bag. That was supposed to be my next video back until I saw that there was a Sephora sale. I'm like, well, it might be a little long overdue now, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'll open it at some point, I think. Where the fuck did that glitter puck go? I'll find it after. Anyways, so guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this little recommendations video. It's way longer than what I anticipated. I'm not gonna lie. I know that there are so many products available, and please don't take this video as like me shoving these products down your throat. I'm just telling you, it's like show and tell. Like, I love this stuff. You guys might like it too. I just realized I forgot to mention this brush from Patrick Ta as well. I wish that this was not a dual-ended brush, because I like this side and not the fluffier side, because this side's a little bit prickly. Does anybody else notice that? But I like this side for painting on the foundation. I would say this is like a half recommendation, but it doesn't make me say holy shit. Anyways, Let me see what you guys are saying. New Sarah Creel blushes. Fun fact, I have not tried them yet. I have 3 shades. So I think I'm going to post, I don't know, depending on how froggy I'm feeling when I get done with this, I might film that for TikTok because I have 3 shades and I think that there's 6 total. And from what I'm seeing is there's supposed to be I'm going to say like a blurring formula. It kind of reminds me of Danessa's formula a little bit, except the packaging is obviously in something more so like this. So I don't think I'm going to be bad about it. I think I'm going to love those as well. So depending on how I feel about those, like I said, I have 3. So I'm going to try those on. And then if you guys want a video on those, let me know. Let's see. They're on sale at Ulta right now. The glitter pucks, I'll link them down below because I don't think they're half off, but I think they're on sale. I'll link them for you guys if you guys want. And then don't forget to check my description box because something you may not know, or you guys probably do because you've been watching YouTube content, I'm sure, is that Sephora now has creator storefronts. So I'm going to be fully putting together a full-blown storefront for the Sephora sale. I'm going to have my top picks that we talked about today, and then I'm going to do like primers, foundations, concealers, each individual step of my makeup routine. And I'm just going to put all of my recommendations in there. That way, if you guys are curious about something, if you want to know if I like it or don't, I feel like when you give too much, it's not as helpful. Like, I feel like this could possibly be that. Like, was this helpful for you guys to see what kind of stuff I like? Because things change, you know, like new things that you like. I don't know. There's so much new makeup always coming out too. Prada blushes. Yes. Not half off, but I think 20. Yeah, I think they were like 23 or something like that. Still, I mean, for how pretty these are, gorge. Worth it. So yeah, check out my storefront. I will leave everything linked down below for you guys as well. And if you guys are shopping the sale, feel free to shop my affiliate links in the description box or any other content creator. If somebody helps influence you to buy or not to buy, or, you know, if I showed something and you're like, oh, that's really cool, like, let me support her channel. It's a free way to support any of your favorite content creators across all platforms. So always use affiliate links. Like I said, it's free if you're going to be buying things anyways. And then if there's any questions that you guys have about any products that you're considering getting, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I'll try to respond to everybody. That way, maybe I can influence you or de-influence you. And then if you are on TikTok, something I've been doing that I've been having a lot of fun doing is I've been critiquing people's carts. So people submit their Sephora carts, and then I just recommend like how I would shop, and then people tell me what their skin type is and their preferences and stuff. And then I try to scale down their cart to make it most realistic, to make the shopping experience the best experience shopping-wise possible for the consumer, because there are so many, I don't know, like, I feel like people go crazy during the Sephora sale, and it's like, if things are available at other retailers that have a significantly better point system, you don't need to buy this shit right now. Like, perfect example, you guys know I love Tatcha, right? I will not shop Tatcha at Sephora anymore because it's available at Ulta. I would much rather get my Ulta points because they're better. Until Sephora gets on the same page as Ulta with their point system, I will always prioritize shopping there for those specific brands, which is why I focus so heavily on what brands to shop. So luxury brands especially, those would be things that I would prioritize. All those high ticket price items that never go on sale, those are the products that I would consider purchasing. Ah! Oh my God, why do I love the judgment? I'm judgy. I didn't come here to be judged, but I'll judge all your carts instead. And then I do plan on doing a what's in my cart. If for some reason, because I do have to work tomorrow night, if I don't get on live here, I will post either a short or something like that. I'll make sure that I post something for like a what's in my cart, but I will try to do a live tomorrow for you guys. But wish me luck because I'm doing Pilates for the first time in about 7 hours. So that should be really fun for me. So I'm going to take off for the night. Again, friendly reminder, these are the dates for the sale. Starts on the 10th. Again, everything will be linked down below if you guys are shopping. I would love and appreciate if you guys would use my links, or if you don't use mine, feel free to use anybody else's links. And then I will also link Sephora Kohl's as well, because this is the best way to maximize during the Sephora sale. You get your Kohl's rewards and you get your Beauty Insider shit. Why wouldn't you do that? So any fragrances, especially, because we didn't even touch anything beyond makeup. We got fragrances, hair care, skincare, so many things. So many things to shop. Again, if you guys have any questions about any type of products, like just comment down below. Hey, what do you recommend for moisturizer? Hey, what do you recommend for fragrance? All that stuff. I could absolutely do a separate video. I just didn't want to overload and have a 4-hour long video, because I knew this was going to be long, because it's been so long since I've seen you guys. May the odds be ever in your favor. See, this is my thing. Just one thing to note, while I was mentioning the YSL palette, there are certain items that I think will go really quickly. One of which is probably something like this. And then also, I think the Makeup by Mario palette, things that you're seeing a lot of people mentioning, they're a lot more likely to sell out quicker. And then especially the Sephora favorites sampler sets. So if you are shopping, always check Sephora Kohl's first, because usually they have a better selection if you're shopping in store. And then aside from that, sometimes Sephora Kohl's has different ones as well. So make sure you're paying attention to the products that are included in the Sephora sampler sets. So shop those items first if you have any sampler sets that you're eyeing, or even, I mean, I feel like fragrance usually does decently well because everybody's buying their fragrances for spring, summer. Real quick, if you wanted to know my favorite fragrance for spring, summer, Jo Malone. Either Frangipani Flower or Beach Blossom. Those are the two that are on my personal list, because I might buy both bottles because I love them. I love mixing them. But Jo Malone has definitely become one of my favorite fragrance houses. And Killian, of course. You guys know this. So any questions that you guys have, feel free to let me know. Letitia says, no fucking way. It's out of stock right now, but it's available in store. I have a feeling it will restock during the sale, because that's always a thing, right? We always see that, oh, it's, the first day of the sale and then it sells out, then it restocks, then it sells out. So yes, definitely check in store. And then, that just reminded me of another thing I wanted to let you guys know about. Checking in store. It was right on the tip of my tongue. YSL palette's out of stock. I don't remember. Squirrel. Alright guys, if you guys enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up or thumbs it down. That's cool too. Let me know what you guys are getting. I'm nosy as fuck, and be prepared because there will be a haul video coming if I don't end up getting a what's in my cart video up for you guys in time. So stay tuned. I will return, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!